feel it.
We're just waiting for these people to go by on their boats, so it's not loud as hell.
He's kind of quieting down.
See a chug, send a chug. You want to start this one? For those you don't know from our last video,
I'm Brodie.
I'm Tiffany.
And so we got the Adventure Challenge Couples Edition. And so last night we ended up doing our first date, which, I mean, you should see the other video.
Yeah, but it was fun.
And so now
we kind of went off cue a little bit, though.
We had to make do with the situation.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is a little brief of the book. You scratch off this part and you post the photo here. So this is the camera. Stars from last night.
There's categories, and all you ever see is the title of the date until you scratch it off. And once you scratch it off, you got to do it. There's no take backs. I like to follow that because you know what, the whole thing is an adventure.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what, even if you're not up for it that day, you just go with it.
Yeah, you just gotta do it. I wasn't necessarily fond of the other one last night, but I did it anyways, and we ended up having fun. So we flip a penny to see who goes first. So he's gonna flip it today, and I'm gonna call it, and then heads. Oh,
Tails.
You're first.
So
All right.
I'm getting a scratch.
All right. So
I'm a random type person, so I'm just gonna pick, flip, and I'm not even looking. I'm gonna do the category is I'm crazy about you.
Aww.
And then it says little description on is dates that dive deep into your date's mind and emotions. Oh well, I don't know if I want to do this one.
You don't want to get emotional?
I'm doing this one because it's starting to kind of peel off a little bit, so I'm picky about that. So it's titled Vinyl, and it'll tell you before you see it, so you can see, kind of gives you a little budget for it, which you probably can't see, but it's $15 to $30. The recommended time is before 7 p.m. and estimated time for the date is 2 to 3 hours.
Perfect.
So we're kind of perfect. So scratching off. So it is go to a vintage music store, find the coolest vinyl album cover ever, regardless of whether you've heard of the band or not. Look up the history and backstory of the album artwork and the artist while listening to the vinyl at the record shop. Go to a cozy coffee/cocktail bar, stream one of the songs, and talk about what you think the lyrics mean. So you heard it right there. We have to go to some kind of record shop, which we have to figure out if there's anyone local to us. Oh, so we have to judge it by its cover? That's cool. Yeah. And then we have to stream. Should we buy the record or should we? Well, I don't have anything to play the record on.
Yeah. Play that funky music, white boy.
This will be interesting.
That should be interesting. Has nothing to do with food like you want to do, but
you know what? We got a couple.
My vote's for these. Hey, it's creepy. No.
Cool.
This place is cool. Alright, so we just went into our local record shop and it was an interesting experience,
to say the least.
More like
a storage unit with records.
The guy was super cranky.
You weren't allowed to touch half of the stuff in there.
Yeah, and he didn't want to tell us any ideas, just the generic Nirvana, and he's like, here, look at the Misfits, and I'm like, all right.
I know those.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Guy just enjoyed his time to himself.
Oh my god, he's gonna die there. I don't know if he was huffing paint or what, but that place was disgusting. Note that we added some new rules to the game because we just needed more guidelines to make it a little more easier for us. So rule 1 is whoever flips the penny and decides where to pick, which today was him, he also has to hold the camera and be the photographer for the day. So it's all from the main dater's perspective. So
Which I will admit, I sometimes forgot to film stuff. We got Jefferson Starship. The album is Spitfire. Universal Congress. Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus.
And the Scissor Sisters.
That's my favorite. And this is where we're switching it up a little bit. We're gonna pick our favorite song from either one of these album covers, and then that's what we're gonna...
Mainly because, as we explained, that guy in there, I don't think he would let us listen to music.
No. Yeah, stay tuned. This is Jefferson Starship. Cruising down the freeways, all I wanna do, let's go cruise. This actually makes me want to cruise. I feel like we should open the sunroof in the spirit. Let's blast it for the grumpy guy. Cruising in my automobile. Look out, child, I'm gonna mess with you. Let's go cruise. You look so good. Cruising in my automobile. Come on. Alright, next. Universal Congress.
So we're gonna have to just Google it first.
Alright, so this next one we could not find on Spotify. We had to go to YouTube. What is the name of this song?
It's a translucent and that's so smooth. Like beaches, like a pistol to get things good. Bring all your love and I like it.
So, Tarkus is the next album, I
By
guess. Not
Emerson,
Taurus.
Lake and Palmer, 1971, a classic.
Ooh, 71. This sounds like stuff I do yoga to.
Sounds like Halo music.
I like the beats about
Told ya. G-Ready the key.
gone. And this is my top pick. It's called Scissor Sisters.
Comfortably numb.
Comfortably Numb. Bow, 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 bow.